Successful people intentionally practice this every day, and unsuccessful people unintentionally practice this every day. So stay tuned, because I'm going to share with you the number one reason you will or will not have what you want, and how I recently used it to take a 3-week delicious unplugged vacation. I'm Tracey Gritz with the Efficient Office, and stay tuned. Woohoo! Love that. As Henry Ford so wisely stated, what do you think you can or you think you can't? You're right. So what are successful people intentionally practicing every day? They are managing their thoughts and their beliefs. They're aware of them. Now, before you go rolling your eyeballs in the back of your head or flipping over to go watch cat videos, just give me a sec here, because I promise to keep this relevant and to keep it simple. So here's my ketchup example. My husband was making a hamburger, or had a hamburger, and I could hear him rummaging around, and I hear him ask me, "Hey honey, there's no ketchup." And I said, "Yeah, there's ketchup's in the fridge." He's like, "Yeah, okay, I looked." I said, "No, I used it the other night. There's ketchup in the fridge." So he goes back, I can hear the doors opening and closing, I can hear rummaging. He's like, "Honey, there's no ketchup in the fridge." I'm like, "I swear, I know, I just used it the other day. I know it's there. Try one more time." So he goes back, he rummages, he's huffing and puffing and and he says, "Trey, there's no ketchup in the fridge." So I thought, okay, well, maybe the gremlins ate it. So I go over to the fridge to look at it, look for it, and guess what? It was there. So why is this important to success? The reason is because he had a thought that there was some ketchup. So as soon as he looked for it and didn't see it that first time, his thought turned into a belief. It shifted into a belief that there is no ketchup. Once he had that belief that there's no ketchup, and I told him there was, he looked, he believes there's no ketchup. He could probably actually even moved it, touched it and moved it, and still not have seen it, because his belief was that the ketchup was not there. And you've experienced this when you think, I know I put it, I know I saw it, but then you can't find it. So this is really important, because when we believe, a belief is a fact, and we go based on that, that's what serves us sometimes and what doesn't serve us sometimes. So how does this apply to you? Well, here's some common beliefs I hear from my clients and our students in Be Productive Academy, and I want you to listen for any that resonate for you. So I'm going to share some, and I want you to listen for what resonates. I don't manage my time well. I always rush through things. There's never enough time. I'm just not organized. I start things and never finish them. Now, these are all pretty heavy, and yes, I am going to share with you how you can shift them, but beliefs come in all shapes and sizes. And here's one that recently came up for me. So last year, and my whole life, I've had this belief that 3 to 4 week vacations were something that, other people did. And I thought it was cool for them, but that's just not something I did. And therefore, I didn't even entertain the possibility of extended vacations. It just wasn't even in my scope. And then I watched one of my mentors take an extended vacation. She wasn't part of the select few. She wasn't elite. She was just normal. Now, was this a huge light bulb moment for me? No, it was simply a small drop of possibility that had me begin to question if I could take an extended vacation. So I thought, that's interesting. How can I do that? And as you already heard, we recently came back from 3 delicious weeks of an unplugged vacation in Spain and Portugal. Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to share with you the power of a belief that I didn't even consider it a possibility. But when you add a tiny drop of possibility onto a rock solid belief, that belief begins to melt like it did for me. Okay, so how can you begin shifting a thought or belief that's keeping you stuck? The first is see it for what it is. It's a thought or a belief. It's not a fact. So a fact is that when you jump up, you come back down. That's gravity. It's a fact that if you hold your breath for long enough, you're going to pass out. These are facts. It is not a fact that you don't manage your time well. It's not a fact because there are moments when you do. Now, number 2 is to create doubt. This is the second step. You want to question that belief, challenge it. Ask yourself, is it a fact? So if you have this belief that you don't manage your time well, ask yourself, is that a fact all the time? Do I never manage my time well? Now, I can tell you with absolute certainty that it's not a fact. There are many times when you do manage your time well. So the second thing is to really question it and challenge it. The third thing is to notice when you're actually doing the opposite of that negative belief. So if you have the belief that you never manage your time well, notice when you do. Notice when you leave the house on time. Give yourself a mental high five. Keep a list of all these times that you do it. Really notice it and embrace it. Look at, see, I do manage my time well sometimes. Notice every single time you do it. A phrase I use with my clients, our students, and with myself constantly is where your focus goes, your reality flows. So if you're focused on, I'm just somebody that doesn't manage their time well, guess what? You're going to focus and you're just going to keep focusing on all the times you don't manage your time well. But if you start to focus on, sometimes I manage my time well, you're going to start to focus on when you do manage your time well. And that leads us to the next step. Give yourself a new phrase. Instead of saying to yourself constantly, I don't manage my time well, give yourself a new phrase like, sometimes I manage my time well, or I love when I manage my time well, or I'm taking baby steps to become someone who manages their time well. You don't want to completely shift from, I don't manage my time well to I'm a, master time manager person because that's just a lie, right? Your brain goes, oh yeah, right, that's so not true. We don't want to do that. You want to give yourself something that's the truth for you. So number 4 is to shift what you have to say about yourself. And again, making it possible. So this is why questioning those beliefs and thoughts is critical to your success, and managing those thoughts is critical. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What thoughts or beliefs do you have that are serving you, that are great, that are fantastic about you? So one for me is that I think I'm funny. I mean, I'm always cracking myself up on my videos. You've already seen this part of me. So what belief do you have that's really yummy for you? And then also, what belief do you have that's not serving you? I mean, I definitely had a belief that I was a terrible writer. So I would just write, and it was super frustrating. And I slowly, and I'm not there, slowly have been working on that one and noticing all the times I am a writer that rocks. But still, there's work to be done there. So I'd love to hear from you also in the comments below. And if you like this video or you feel like somebody would benefit, one of your friends or colleagues would benefit from this video, please pass it along. I so appreciate it. And I super appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.